10 healthy habits you should be doing to improve your life. Hi guys. I have been inspired to switch up my content just a bit. I want to give you 10 healthy habits that you should be doing to improve your life. These are from Google, they're from my life, they're from other people, they're from things I've been told. And I know they will help. If you need some self-motivation, you're in a drought, you're just in a hard time period in your life, I think it's really important to just focus on yourself. Start with the little things. And that's really what this video is. There are little things that you just have to be really disciplined with, and they will contribute immensely to your life. So we're gonna start with number 1, talking to God. Some of you are like, boop. I want to make a whole video dedicated on how to grow in faith. It really does change the course of your life and your perspective on things. If you implement God into your life, you will start to feel more joy. You will start to change as a person. You'll start living for a different reason. Start with reading the Bible or reading a devotional. Honestly, start with going to church. If Sunday is the only day where you can dedicate your life to Jesus, then make it Sunday and you will slowly start to feel that you want to do it more. No one can force you into finding God, but one way I think that I was really interested in starting to talk to God was finding a devotional that was specific to something that I was going through. If you just got out of a breakup, go find a devotional on the Bible app of love. If you have anxiety, insomnia, go find a devotional dedicated to anxiety. Start to pray every single day. Whatever you ask God for, honestly, just believe that He'll hear you and you're gonna receive it, and that's really just how faith works. Life sometimes feels lonely in the real world, but you are never alone. You always have God. He's always right there waiting for you to come to Him, so it's never too late. You know, take your first steps. If you're scared, take your first baby steps. The hardest thing is being disciplined, honestly. I even have a hard time with this sometimes. You have fun sometimes just reading passages that you're like, oh my God, that literally is about my life. Like, he's talking to me. Mr. Pastor is talking to me. That entirely changed my perspective on life, and I'm still growing and changing. My second one, daily gratitude affirmations and journaling. I believe in God, but I also do believe in manifestations and the power of tongue and just speaking things into existence and working towards them, of course. I have a vision board. I put everything on 2024 that I wanted, plus some years. I have a 5-minute journal. This is perfect for your daily gratitude and affirmations. Every morning it has me write down 3 things that I'm grateful for. What did you learn today? It says like, how would you make today great? I literally write down like, not kill a bug today. That would be make today great. Guys, it just, you know, puts things into the universe. And I also journal. My therapist in college told me this was really good to just put your thoughts on paper. Sometimes when I wasn't able to sleep at night, I felt like my mind was just racing, and journaling helped me take my thoughts and put them on paper so they're just not living in your head. You don't have to write a novel, you really don't. Sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, take away my stress. Literally every single time I journal, I say, Dear Heavenly Father, and I just talk, and then at the end I say amen. Like, I write prayers basically in my book. So if you want to get a prayer book, my friend Amanda always has ones, and she's always like, I'll write in my prayer book, and I'll go put. Number 3 is create a schedule. I think some people work best when they're on a schedule. I don't think I work best on a schedule. I am happier on a schedule. I literally feel better about myself on a schedule, which I guess that means I work best on a schedule. Some of you are like, yeah, I go to work at 9 and I leave at 5 o'clock. Like, I'm on a schedule. You wake up in the morning at a certain time, you go to work, you make sure you work out, you do your affirmations, you do your daily devotional, like that kind of schedule. Those of you who do have a flexible schedule and you want to make it a little bit stricter and a little bit tighter, and you have time to do, kind of make it a habit. Don't scroll on social media first thing in the morning. Guilty. You start off your day a lot better when you take a moment to yourself to do your journaling, to do your devotional, to do your affirmations, to make breakfast, than you do to hop on your phone and scroll on Instagram. I mean, when I was in college, I would literally wake up at like 8 o'clock and have to leave at 8:30, so there was absolutely no time to scroll on Instagram. But I can say I still felt better about myself rather than now when I have all the time in the world and I'm like just doom scrolling on TikTok. Although I do find TikTok just, you know, it's just really entertaining, but it's like, oh my god, like where are we? It's never ending. Like, at least Instagram ends. TikTok literally doesn't end. Let that be the downtime in your day, unless it's a Sunday or something. You're like, I'm not getting up. Like, I can do whatever I want, by all means, do whatever you want. But if you're really trying to create the healthiest schedule for yourself, don't make it a habit to be like Instagram. Number 5 is watch uplifting podcasts and YouTube videos. I literally deleted Instagram and TikTok for 24 hours, a whole 24 hours. I needed that so badly. It felt so good to just watch YouTube videos and scroll on Pinterest, because when I'm on Pinterest, I'm seeing a bunch of things that I like, but something about Pinterest, I'm manifesting it. I also watched some YouTubers that were just doing routines and they were making uplifting videos, and I was like, I am inspired. I have a new happy place for YouTube, and it's just been so fun watching new creators and other content that's being put out there. Number 6, the most basic one, exercise. Exercise makes you feel better, and it makes you feel more accomplished, which will then make you feel like a better person. There's some logical term that's like, oh, dopamine, whatever. I don't know how to explain it, but it does make you feel better about yourself. And if you want to see a real difference, make sure to exercise and eat right. Number 7 is drink water and take your supplements. I really did not want to put drink water in there. I was an athlete, so like I always had to drink water, but like I really did. And they talked about it all the time, especially being in an outside sport, like you have to hydrate. I had to drink 120 ounces of water a day to really reach my max hydration, whatever it's called. That's 3 Simple Moderns, 3 Stanleys, whatever you drink, because they're 40 ounces. I think probably 2 a day, I would say, for a regular person who works out in the gym or does Pilates or something. 2 40-ounce cups a day is perfect. 3 is actually too much, I think. I'm pretty sure it's too much, but it wasn't for someone who's outside literally running for their lives. Good for your skin, it's good for your body. You can make water fun. This is something my dietitian talked about in college. Adding fruits or lemons to your water. Lemon water actually tastes so freaking good. It's so refreshing. I feel like first thing in the morning after you brush your teeth, because you gotta get those toxins off your tongue. I've also seen someone put strawberries in there, but I went to go buy them at the store and I was like, I'm literally not gonna drink this. So hydration packs, Pedialyte, Propel, Drip Drop, anything. I love Propel. It actually does not have sugar at all in it, so these electrolytes are really good for you, and it's just like an extra boost of hydration. If you put that in your water every single day and you have this flavored water, it's better than just drinking plain water. I'm not a dietitian, so like don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure the logic sounds like it's there. Don't be afraid to go get help. You are meant to talk to people. Like, you're actually not meant to do life alone. You should have people to talk to, friends to confide in, parents to confide in, a therapist to confide in. It's so important to talk about your sport, to talk about your relationships, to talk about who you want to be as a person, and it's a judgment-free zone. I'm a yapper, I'm an open book, I don't care who I'm talking to. At the time, like, I had my own answers and my therapist would just like direct me. I felt like sometimes I just needed to talk and I didn't really need advice or anything, and that is what you should be able to do. I hope you have those relationships or create those relationships. Make sure to have those relationships for your future kids if you don't have that with your parents. I hope I'm not saying the wrong thing in these videos. If you're depressed, tell somebody you're depressed. The number one thing depressed people do is nobody knows anything is wrong because they don't say anything. We are here to help you. The next one, not it being like almost the opposite of what I just said, but it's learning to be comfortable by yourself. This is not for someone who's struggling or going through something, but if you genuinely don't know how to be alone, I feel like you're gonna have a hard time in life sometimes. I feel like then you're not gonna know how to be with other people, and you're just going to be a sponge. And I think it's important to do things alone. A lot of times, you know, you can't always depend on another person. There will always be people there to help you out when you need. Like, my last point still stands. I just feel like it's a good thing to be alone. I feel like living by myself for 2 years in college and just having my own space to grow in really helped me so much. I feel like it just helped me kind of discover myself a lot more and become comfortable in my own space and not fear being alone. And number 10, I looked up number 10 because I was like, what the heck else can I talk about? And I think finding a hobby is really important. Some people have a really busy life and they don't want to do anything else other than their work. For the healthiest life balance, especially if you're in a time period of your life where you're alone, you know, you don't have someone to spend your time with or kids to take care of or something, I think it is important to go and have that moment to de-stress. My hobby is creating videos. My work is going to be whatever job that I choose to do. I would say a hobby is anything that doesn't pay your bills. You literally go out there and you do it for fun. If that's golfing, if that's... Girl hobbies are kind of hard sometimes. Find something. Distract yourself. Take that moment of your time to not think about school and practice and work and whatever else you have going on, and focus on your hobby, because that hobby brings you joy, and the joy will take away your stress. This anxiety robs you of your joy. I just love Inside Out 2. It's just the best movie ever. That's my 10 things. My name is Dom. If you want to subscribe, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and I hope these tips really helps you in some kind of way. All the devotionals, Bibles, 5-minute journal, anything is all linked in my Amazon storefront, and I just have all my links to my LTK, my ShopMy, my Amazon storefront all in the description right below. You can get exactly what I have. I love my Bible. It's a cute little customized Bible. It says Domi Muslim at the bottom. I'm gonna need to be ordering off my own Amazon storefront as well. I want a contract, girl, no, maybe. In the meantime,